Hi everyone, it's Angelina the Psychic, and I'm here to do the Twin Flame forecast today. I'm just going to wait for everyone to come in and start showing up. And we're going to be talking about what's been going on for this week with all the energies. It's been a bit hard, I feel like, for some people. It's just been a lot of ups and downs. And it's just because of the energy that's started opening up on the 12th of May. So for those that have seen my intuitive drawing a couple of weeks ago, and I did about a gateway. So the gateway actually opened up on the 12th of May. Hi Kath, how are you? Thank you for joining. So what we're going to be doing is hi Danielle, how are you? Thank you for joining. It's cold here in Sydney, so I don't know where everyone else is, but it's just really cold here tonight. And so I guess everyone's taking out the heaters. It's good. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is talking about the throat chakra, because I feel like because I pulled out some cards just to see what the energy what we had to focus on mostly today. Hi. So today it's going to be about the throat chakra. I feel like when it comes to divine feminines and masculines, the communication, we want it to start happening. We want the actual connection to start happening, because we wanted to bring it down to the 3D, because I feel like there's just all these I feel like there's movement forward. So if that's great news, because I'm seeing a lot of signs of movement forward. Yeah, see, I've had a lot of clients actually be talking about that, to do with the throat chakra, sore throats, but it's also with the divine masculine, getting ready to actually communicate, and just all this hesitation. Yeah. So that's what I feel too. So I feel like so because we're mirroring everyone, so it's you're kind of getting yourself cleared up, to be able to express. I think even in the last live feed we talked about the divine feminine getting herself ready to, when he comes to you, how you're going to express yourself, how you're going to talk about things. Are you going to be in a great space, to be able to talk? Hi everyone, thank you for joining. So it's about preparing ourselves to get to that stage. It's like I'm talking, and it's been a few people anyway that I just feel like coughing every time that and I don't have a cold, because I don't have a cold. So it's just, every time that I tune into the throat chakra, it just makes me have like a tickly throat, like, just want to clear it up. I want to clear this up. And I feel like even saying that, there's a few things that you and your divine masculine need to clear up. There's subjects, there's things, communication-wise, there needs to be talking here, because the communication is not clear. It's just not clear. We're not speaking exactly what we need to be speaking about. And about belonging. So, this is about, belonging together. Releasing the energy, yes. So it is about belonging together. It is about, trying to realize that, this is about something, creating something that's got a foundation to it. But, to get to that stage, we sort of like need to be able to clear the energies before, there's going to be union. So, like I said at the beginning, from the 12th of May, there was a gateway. So, for those that didn't watch from the beginning, the gateway is about twin flames actually coming together at this time. So, like I've explained before too, it depends on what area in the energy wave that you're in is how close you are to union. So like if you're at the beginning, it's going to take you a little bit of time. If you're in the middle, there's still a few things in it you need to shift. And if you're close to union, there's a gateway. The gate is opened for you to go through. So if there's something you need to, that's still lurking within you that you haven't let go, if there's doubts and fears and things like that, this is a time to get rid of it now so that you can actually walk through the gateway and actually be in union with your twin, to be with your love. So it's about you just trying to shift your the last little bit of residue, the stuff that's still lingering on between, with you, so you can actually move on. Yeah. So it's causing you nightmares. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with reading out messages that I've gotten through the week. So those that look at my page, what they see is on my page, you'll get like songs and you get messages and things like that, that either the divine masculine is thinking and wanting divine feminine to know, or the divine feminine wants the divine masculine to know. So it's so I always channel things and put up things, songs and letters and little verses that's on, and share things that I see, because it is all channeled, and it is for everyone. So one of the songs that one of the messages that came through was that song from the Backstreet Boys. It's called Incomplete, and the energy that's been going around a lot is that divine masculine feeling like he could turn back time. Okay, about like songs like Turning Back Time, if all those songs to do with turning back time, but this one is about it being incomplete, and him sort of like saying, he's tried to ignore you, he's tried to forget you, he's tried to pushing you away, he's tried, but he's sort of like, and because the word says I'm awake but my world is still half asleep. So like he knows the connection between the both of yous, but he can't deny that there's something there. Do you know, this is what I'm feeling. It's sort of like it just keeps on repeating itself, because it's from so many different messages. It's trying to tell you that I'm trying to ignore that there's something going on between us, but I can't deny it. There's actually something going on. It's really, really good. Yeah, he can try. He can try, but, he's not going to be in denial for most of them are already awake. They already know what they want. There's movement forward. There's going to be communication for some. So those that are already close to union should be getting something soon. Within these, from now to a couple of months, you should be getting something, because its union is close, because the gateway is opened. For those that aren't in that stage of the wave, you still have a few things to do, but just listen to what Spirit's trying to tell you to change and to shift, to get close to union for the both of yous. The other song is, from Paula Abdul, and that's Divine Feminine, of course. Paula Abdul is singing Straight Up. That song Straight Up, Straight Up, just tell me. Oh, he rang? Oh, that's fantastic. Yay. That's fantastic. So with Paula Abdul, she's singing the song Straight Up. So straight up, tell me, do you really love me? Do you want to be with me? What is it, And I've been putting up, the songs of Call Me, sort of like Divine Feminine, and kind of having enough, and sort of like saying, well, call me, and, just putting it out there, just putting it loud and clear, just, call me and just tell me what it is that you want. So there's all these, changes and shifts, and that's because we want things to start moving, because it just feels like it's been very, very stagnant for everyone. It doesn't matter if you haven't met your twin. I'll be answering questions towards the end. So what I'm going to do, so everybody that's joining in, I'm going to be answering questions towards the end after I do the readings for the Divine Masculine and Feminine. Otherwise, I get distracted so much, and I want to answer everyone, and I want to pay attention and to you and what you have to say, because it's important. So I'm going to leave all the questions and everything towards the end. So when I ask you, what do you want to ask me, just ask me then, but not now, because otherwise I get distracted. It's just too many people. So we're going to start off with Divine Masculine. Okay, so let's start off with Divine Masculine. Where's Divine Masculine at this moment? I'll actually just get the tarot cards, actually. This is a general reading, yes. This is for the collective, for everyone with twin flames, soulmates, for love. So where the Divine Masculine is at the moment. So, oh really? I Think I Love You. That song from David Cassidy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Divine Masculine. Where's Divine Masculine at the moment for the collective? For everyone that's watching. Information for the highest good for everyone. Well, thank you. Thank you for the compliments. Okay. All right. Okay, so where he's at the moment is reminiscing. So he's reminiscing about the past. Okay, things to do with the past. So mostly these readings are for those that have already met them and they're not in contact. But if you haven't met your twin flame, you might have met them in a past life. So it's this. There's still a connection. There's going to be something that's going to resonate with you in the reading. So sort of like just pay attention to what Spirit's trying to tell you at this time, and take what you want now, and then just like if it doesn't resonate, then just throw it away. Just throw that away. So what they're doing is they're reminiscing. Okay, they're thinking about when they met you, when they first met you. When they interacted with you. So it's sort of like that nostalgia. That's how you say it. Because I see a little kiss. Like I just see a little kiss there. It's sort of like it's sort of like that very young heart, energy to it. And they still see you how the first time that they met you. So they're seeing you how they first met you. It's very loving. It's very warm. Okay. Judgments of the past. So where they're at the moment is sort of like looking back at the past, judging everything and everyone that's come in their path, and just sort of like looking at stuff, and there's an intervention from a higher source, so Spirit is sort of like intervening here and saying something to the Divine Masculine, and saying, look at this, just look at the whole pattern of everything, look at what she said, look what she did, look at how everybody else has acted towards you, look how everything's played out, for you and for her. And like I'm seeing something to do with health, so where the Divine Masculine has to take care of his health, take care of himself, put himself first, stop putting everybody else first. Stop putting everybody else first. Just put yourself first. Hi. Stop putting everyone else first, and take care of yourself and your health. The Divine Masculine really needs to take care of himself. It's just like really, really loud and clear. It's like the trumpet is really on their ear, So like I feel like, Spirit's most probably doing things to them that most probably scaring the bejesus out of them, which is good because, they need movement. So they've been on a turtle for such a long time. They've been on a sleigh horse, like thinking, they're like country people or something, and just, just like having, their coffee while they're on their horse, because they're just not moving forward. They're just, plodding along, saying, yeah, well, the universe is taking care of everything, and I'm quite sure that, something, huge and big is going to happen before, for us to come together. That's what I'm feeling. So I'm feeling too, any kind of interaction that they've had with somebody from the past and that, I just feel like they've seen the light to do with this person. I really do. I feel like there's a completion and a change and a shift when it comes to somebody that's got to do with the past. I don't feel like this female was a good female. I feel like, that's all finished. That's all end. It's all gone. Kind of cat energy. It's like at first, she looks like, she could be very friendly. And then I just feel like, once you get to know this person, can actually be quite cold. Yeah. So I'm feeling like things are starting to move forward with Divine Masculine, and things actually coming into a full completion. So he's successful, having a bit more confidence, feeling like, that he can actually achieve everything that he wants. Like we got a bit of balance happening here. We're listening to what Spirit is saying and communicating with us. So he's listening. He's trying to look at things from a different perspective, because I'm looking at the eagle up here. So he's looking at things from a different perspective. This is an intelligent man. This is not a dumb person. This is a smart guy that looks at things before he leaps. Maybe looks at things too long, before he leaps. But it doesn't matter. He's going to take action. Look, this is the Fool. So the Fool is, Spirit saying, he's embraced his spiritual journey. So he's like understanding that maybe there's something to this. Thank Jesus for that. And then there is the whole thing of taking a leap. So he's going to take a leap and not worry about where he's going to land, because he's going to trust. He's going to trust. He's got his loyal companion right next to him. So that means I really feel like Spirit is right next to him and saying, you can go for it. Go, do it. Do it, because everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Just take that leap. Okay, so I feel like Divine Masculine is embracing this, embracing the journey and going for it. Just, okay, well, you tell me which way to go, Spirit, and I'm just going to just leap. We got ideas happening, so he's going to pay very close attention to how he's going to proceed with conquering you. Yeah, that's what I said. He's going to try to see how he's going to conquer you. I love it. So there's victory, coming ahead. I love it. Yes, there's victory coming ahead. And the painful states for him and for you is going to be over. So Divine Feminine thinks that she's the only one that's suffering between the both of you. But that's not the truth. The truth is Divine Masculine has been suffering a lot with the separation too. Divine Masculine has gone through such a hard time. So I'm feeling like this big weight on top of the Divine Masculine. It's taken him a while to lift up the energies, to remove it all, to get into the state of acceptance of the spiritual journey. And, he's come to his full cycle of trying to move forward, because this is what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's go and ask, how does Divine Masculine feel about his divine feminine. So I might just pull out these cards too. How does divine masculine feel? How does he feel about his divine feminine? How do you feel? Just pulling out a few cards so I can get a story. Yeah, okay. Okay, so like I said, about procrastinating, just overthinking things. The divine masculine is very much into his work. Mr. Workaholic right now. So he's really trying to think about his foundation, trying to gather money, get his things, sorted out. It's very important to him right now. Because he thinks that's his worth. I need to have this much before I get to her. I need to look and feel like this, before I get to her. I need to be able to at least just say, I need to be able to offer you this. And he's not realizing that all he has to offer is his heart. That's it. His heart. This is me. This is all of me. This is what I have. And take it or leave it. But this is me. That's all he has to say. It's sort of like, I only offer you my eternal love. That's it. But he thinks he puts all this pressure on top of himself, and thinking that he has to be this, what typically is, what society expects, what the world expects, that your typical male to be, I have to be this. And that's not the truth. That's just like an old programming that he has, expectations on himself that he has. And once again, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And that is why at the end of the day, when it comes to the divine masculine, it's sort of like him having to get to that stage that he can just put himself into that position of, she comes first. She does come first here in the heart, but he's still trying to, like, he's working and he's thinking about her, and he thinks that she's beautiful. He knows that she's everything that he wants, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing, he thinks that you're beautiful. He thinks that, you've got everything that you need. You're a goddess. You have everything he wants in a woman. You have everything you want. And him putting this conflict within himself. Yeah. So remember, everybody's in different waves, okay? Some masculines are at the beginning, in the middle, and the end, with their journey. So everybody's in different stages. Conflict with others. Other people's points of view to do with the relationship, other people's point of view. I feel like divine masculine is to the stage of I just don't care anymore. I'm going to leave, some people behind. This one usually is about siblings, siblings, rivalry, conflict with others' points of view. But usually this one is about him having conflict with others, to do with what he's believing and or what he wants to do. And, him sort of like, taking away their swords, like saying, I'm not really going to take any more of whatever the heck you're talking to me about. I'm taking that away from you. I'm the one that has the last say, and I'm doing what I want with my life. Actually feeling quite smug about it. So, when this actually happens and he gets to this stage, that he actually knows that he wants you and he wants to be with you and everything, he actually looks a bit smug, like, yeah, I'm not sorry. I'm actually okay with, if I have to lose you, I have to lose you. I don't really care. So that's him sort of like, getting into the spiritual part of things and just understanding that this is the spiritual journey and being in alignment with it. Fantasizing about you. This guy, he fantasizes about you all the time. Like all the time. But the thing is, if he doesn't make a move, it's just going to be fantasy. This is what it's saying. It's sort of like, it'll just be like dreams, and never more than just dreams. If he doesn't make a move, he doesn't change. And that's why, like, even with the other card that I pulled out, it was about choices. He has to make the choice. Just do it. Just take the leap. He's got to try to figure out how to balance his life with yours. So some of yous might not be living in the same place. Maybe you used to have different lifestyles. Maybe it's about, children. How are we going to do this? He's going to tell you. There's communication, like quick communication. So hopefully, Divine Masculine is listening to what we're saying. Call me. Call me. From what's it called, Blondie. So him trying to balance things out. His emotions are being a bit up and down, but a little bit more stable. I love that. So he is a little bit more stable. So once he balances it out, I feel like he realizes that he doesn't have to come up with all the answers. He just has to call you, and you two can work it out. He doesn't have to solve everything. He has to talk to you and say, right, so hi Wendy, he calls you and he says, so what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this? You know what I mean? It's just about working it out. And so I'm hearing communication coming in, speedy energy. He hadn't been in such a great place, I'm going to say. Maybe we can't even see, but I don't think he can take this anymore. How he feels about the whole situation. He can't take it anymore. Because he misses your touch. It's like, I want to see you. Time's going. We're getting older. I just want to be with you. I just want to be near you. So physical touch is so important. So because he's getting the dreams. Divine Masculine is getting dreams. Oh my God. I love it. It's one of those naughty ones. I say dream on. And And that's what it is. It's sort of like this energy of, I just want to woo you. I want to, you know, be near you and sort of like be really intimate, close, talk, you know. And that's why, like with divine feminine just wants to hear your voice, because, you know, the divine feminine wants the same thing. But divine masculine is like, I can't take this anymore. This is getting hard. You know, this is really difficult. This is difficult. You know, being apart. I just want my life to start. I'm on breaking point. I just want this energy to shift and change now, please. What do I have to do? And him not really 100% sort of like seeing, you know, how to do this. You know, how do I do this? You know, because I'm not actually, you know, understanding how I can do that. Oh, dream lover. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Yes, yes. Okay, so let me ask another question for you guys about the divine masculine. Which cards? Sorry, I made a mess of my cards. Okay, so when it comes to action, I want to see about action. So what are we looking at when it comes to action? What action? Divine masculine. Do we ask about action, or do we? How about we ask about what is divine's masculine blockage? Let's do that. Divine's masculine. Come rescue me. I love it. These guys are on a roll today, everyone. Okay, so what's his blockage? Can we see what his blockage is? Okay, what's his blockage? So I've got the Empress again, but I'm feeling like this could be a mother energy. So this feels like a mother energy, maybe energy. Yeah, so this just feels like there's a energy of a female, and it could be conflict of ideas with this female. Okay, there's conflict. One of my friends fell asleep. So it's about the conflict with one of your what's it called? With somebody else. It just, I don't know. I feel like if you two were to get together, there's a lot of people that are not going to be happy with you two. If you two get together, I feel like it could be others not happy. Friends, family, exes. Oh my God. I think you should make a haul and just get everybody together, and everybody that doesn't like you two, and just say, here's some tequila. We're going to make an announcement. Yous are not going to like it. And just leave it there. That's it. Yeah. It's just pretty much like that. The blockage is, him having to sort of like get through this, really get through this, really, does it really matter if everybody just disapproves of us? Does it really matter? Does it matter? Because he's like, he's trying to keep on top of everything and trying to keep, he's frustrated. This man's frustrated, it's like, far out, how do I do this? I'm going to have conflicts with everybody. People are going to say everything. But Divine Masculine kind of has to sort of like say, who cares? So the world could be falling apart around us, and so long as we have each other, that's all that matters. Because the thing is that at the end of the day, who is going to end up sleeping with you? I'm just asking. Who sleeps with you at the end of the day? Who's going to put up with you for the rest of your life? Like that's an important question. Okay, who's going to make you breakfast at the end of the day? Who's going to be kissing you and hugging you and everything else? That's the question. Okay, everybody else that is not in approval of it all and is not in, by your side with the things that are in conflict with you, are they even there? Do they even really care all the time? Like, do they even really care all the time? Those people that you're worried about, because that's what I'm saying. It's like Divine Masculine's in his head, worried about your society or others and other conflicts and everything. Who cares? No, at the end of the day, you don't see them all the time. At the end of the day, it does their opinion and is their life, perfectly, with the roses and everything else. So there's travel. Okay, I'm feeling, he will wake up and he will say, I need to do what makes me happy for once in my life. For once in my life, I just need to be happy. And there's travel. Okay, there's travel to you. There's travel to see what they can. They'll start feeling better about themselves because they're not feeling good, because they're not doing what they resonates with them, what feels good for them. They're not doing it. Okay, let's go on to Divine Feminine. So it's not, let's just say one more thing about Divine Masculines. So it's a hard journey, like I said, from the beginning to the middle to the end of the journey. It is a very, very, very hard journey. They're doing it on their own. They're made to look at things spiritually, okay? Unless, there's one in a blue moon, like there's some Divine Masculines are the ones that are the healers and they're awake, and the Divine Feminines are asleep. So there is that, but the reason is because the Divine Masculine most probably has Divine Feminine energy more stronger, and the Divine Feminine has the energy of the Divine Masculine so much more louder, and it's about getting into the stage of their soul sort of like saying, oh, okay, this is what we're here for. Oh, okay, this is what life is really about. Oh, okay, I need to open up my heart because, I need to be true to myself. So for an example, if it's the masculine and the feminine is not responsive to what he's wanting, and she's not awake, okay? So I feel like you got feminine energy, you got that, but it's good because you've got that balance, Ashley. It's the masculine and the feminine, so therefore you can focus on working forward for you and her, to be able to, for you and your Divine Feminine to go forward. and the suppression that they have. So everybody has had conditioned and programming in them from being young to, you know, even to teenagers and to older, of people saying all this stuff. So your subconscious has got all this program in them. Okay, you're not good enough, you can't have this, you know, you can do this, you know, you can't be that, you can't be with this person. Society says this about that, you have to be this type of man, you have to be this type of woman. You know, you can only have a successful life if you are this and that, blah 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 blah, blah. All this rubbish. Okay, because it's all rubbish. And at the end of the day, it's not until the actual human being reaches a point that they are like, you know what, I need to listen to my heart. Stop looking at what the 3D and society wants and start looking more inside. What do you want? What do you need? What feels right? What is spirit trying to tell you? What is spirit trying to tell you? You know? What is spirit trying to tell you? You know, it's trying to tell you to move forward. You can have love. You can have a committed relationship that is full of harmony. And for once, somebody's not going to leave you again. It's actually going to be forever. It's going to be until you're older, because you actually followed what you wanted. Every time you listen to somebody else, it goes wrong. Every time you listen to somebody else, life isn't gonna be good. If you are listening to yourself, then everything's gonna go better for you. It just really will. This relationship has a spiritual connection. It has a spiritual connected. You are connected. Say, if you're hearing, if divine masculine, divine feminine is hearing, call me, call me, call me, call me, call me. You need to call. You just need to say, hello. You might think I'm crazy or something, but, you know, and divine feminine is going to be like, no, that was me, because I'm saying call. Just call. The dreams and everything that you're having, it is the both of you's back and forth. What are we going to do when we're together? You know, what's going to happen? It's like, whoa, that looks too good to be true. Yeah, it's most probably like that, and maybe even better. That's what I say. But it is the connection between the both of yous, and it's so, so strong. I love it when you do, I do so much energy connections, you know, to do with twin flames. So when the masculine and the feminines start throwing all this love energy to each other from heart to heart, you'd be so surprised how much your divine masculine actually just wants to be so much near you. So they're more eager than what you think, you know. Just because they're not doing anything here in the 3D, it doesn't mean that inside they're not dying just to, I just want to go over there. I want to get in the car and I just want to go to you. I want to pick up the phone. I just want to call you. I just want to get in the plane and just, you know, go there. I want to get in my rowboat and I just want to, you know, go across the lake and just get to you. You know, that is the energy of them inside. So it's just about trying to get out of their heads of, you know, worried about how things are actually going to turn out at the end of the day, because it says that it's going to be committed. It's going to be fine. People's reaction. Let's talk about, before we get to this divine feminines. So I'm just saying what Spirit's saying. So just bear with me, because Spirit likes to talk a lot. And so when it comes to how people view things, so this divine masculine listening to this, who really does care when it comes to people like they were the same sex relationships? Okay. So, people, years ago been trying so hard just to get, gay marriage, rights, for everybody to be able to be married. Okay. And it's like, everybody's like, oh, we have the right to be married. It doesn't matter that, girl likes girl and, boy likes boy. We have the right. Society didn't approve of that. Society didn't want that. But the thing is that love is love. Okay, love is love. Okay, and at the end of the day, people probably were shocked and like, oh my God, that can't be. Society, families, everything against them. But their love is so strong, they don't care. It's like people get used to it. After a while, it's like, yeah, okay, well, my son, and that's his partner, and we're having a barbecue. At first I didn't like it, but now I love it. All humans go through all that, and divine masculine has to kind of understand that. If it's not divine masculine, it's a divine feminine. It has to understand that shit will hit the fan for 5 minutes and then it calms. It just calms down. So their little panic of how things are going to be when their life changes, it's like the prize of love is worth every cent. They're not even going to feel it when they're with you. They're just going to be in their little... They want the same thing. Look at the divine masculine. He's like daydreaming about, you. And she's just like, oh, like I'm receiving everything you're saying. She's like, I'm thinking exactly the same thing. I want exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Okay, so let's go divine feminines. Let's talk to the girls. Number one thing that divine feminines have to understand is that you need to take care of yourself. Your vibrations need to be up. It's been very hard energies, so I don't know if a lot of you can relate to that. It's been very hard energies, a lot of emotions, a lot of doubts. We're doubting. But we need to be in the energy if we want to be in union. No doubt. We have to be in the fact that if they love you or not. That they love you. Especially if you've had readings and that before, and you've been told that you're going to be together, then you will be together. Okay. Divine feminine. Where's divine feminine at this moment? I want to say that there is, I feel like divine feminine has sort of like, hasn't been well. Divine masculine doesn't know that. So divine feminine has not been well. And is trying to stay above everything, like trying to, maybe he's getting weak, just trying to stay above the waters, trying to, feeling like there might be a lot of things against her, other things against her. Doesn't have to be specifically to do with him. It's just an added, he's there with her energetically. Divine masculine's there with her energetically, but there is, and and she worries about that situation, from a lot of times. But then there's the problems of other things in trying to stay above water and keep everything afloat. Trying to hold on and, keep on persevering forward. That's Divine Feminine. At this moment, she feels like she doesn't really have everything that she wants, that she needs. She doesn't. This is the feeling that I have. I can have all the riches in the world, but if I don't have you, what the heck does that mean? I could be given, like if somebody tomorrow said to me, Angie, you are now going to be, have all the powers like a wizard and be Wonder Woman, tomorrow, and then have your whole life set up and everything else. I'd be like, yeah, thanks. That's great, fantastic. But I don't have him. I don't really... Yeah, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I can have everything and it means nothing. It's because I can't enjoy it without him. Because that's my other half, just can't enjoy it. So it's like that. Divine Feminine trying to find a solution to do with things financially, to do with work. I feel like there will be some type of change to do with work, moving forward with things, going through a doorway that things actually might start going a little bit more better for Divine Feminine. I do feel like, her sort of like putting things in order, putting things, a little bit more, mentally, okay, all right, get my life in order and just put everything in a row, because I just feel like, things went a little bit, everywhere for her, because this is talking about the financial part of things. That's what I feel. Her taking what she needs and leaving things behind. This is very hard decisions, for her. Sort of like, when you're trying to move on and just go, right, okay, so I need to move forward, for things, because I feel like, the load is too heavy. So I feel like, if you had a lot of projects on, if you had a lot of things going on, you were getting too overwhelmed and you're just leaving things. I can't even look at this. I think I need to take care of myself. I need to rest and lie down and just, take care of it. She loves Divine Masculine with all her heart. That's not changing. This is not changing. She loves Divine Masculine with all her heart. Like, it's there. She still wants that. She still wants a commitment. She still offers it. I feel some Divine Feminines have been offered love from somebody else. I do. I feel like somebody else, coming into the picture. And Divine Feminine's like, I didn't think so. But there's some Divine Feminines I feel like will take it, because there's nothing. Divine Masculine is not moving. Divine Masculine is not here in the 3D. So it's like, are you even really going to be or happen? So that's where there's the confusion happening. There's confusion happening with the Divine Feminine, because she's like, what am I supposed to do? That's what I'm hearing. What am I supposed to do? You're not here. You haven't written or called or anything. So when somebody else pops in, it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I feel like with you, it's sort of like Divine Feminine actually feels like she knows she's going to make the right choices. Things are going to go out the way that she wants it to work out. So let me ask more questions. Okay, so how does Divine Feminine feel about Divine Masculine? Yes, very confused, I know. So, oops. Throwing the cards everywhere. How does Divine Feminine feel about Divine Masculine? Okay, this is beautiful. Okay, so she would like little acts of kindness. She would like, it's like I give you love, you give me love. I give to you, you give to me. Okay, so it's like there's the receiving on one side, but there's not receiving on the other side. You know, so it's like that's where the confusion is with Divine Feminine. Some Divine Feminines are like, I don't even know if he likes me. Like I'm confused. He left me confused here. And what she would like, you know, how she feels is sort of like she would be so grateful for the smallest little act of kindness. It's like if he wrote, "Hi, how are you?" She'll chuck a party. You know, like there's those festivals, like those Mexican festivals that everybody's got, you know, like the banners and the hats and the margaritas and you know, and everything, and everybody's doing the cha cha cha, just cause hi, how are you? It's a true story. It's just, you know, it's that kind of, you know, energy. It's like, whoa, oh my God. So that's why, you know, gratitude is there, so much there, because the person has actually responded. How does she feel about him? It is a love that is forever. It's a love that is forever. When I look at this, I feel it. It's like the kiss is a kiss that he's never felt and you never felt with anybody else. It's just his. It's just his. The attraction, the connection. She thinks he's beautiful. There's no other man that can compare for her. She will give her all. Divine Feminine is not going to give a quarter. She's not going to be like the other women. She's not going to be anything like that. She's the match. She's the perfect match. It is, she wants harmony. She wants something stable. That's how she feels. And she grows and she evolves because of him. So Divine Feminine's how she sees Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine is so grateful to Divine Masculine for her spiritual growth. Okay? For the spiritual growth. She feels that this is true love. She knows. She knows in her heart. She knows. She's always known. She always known. It's like sparks, you know, sparks between the both of you. It's so funny because it's like it's meaningful to me, but it's like on her head she's got the unicorn because that's how she sees him, and then he's got the guitar there. It's like I'm singing a song to you, you know. And it's just these sparks of, love, growing so much between the both of you. And it's sort of like it's one of those once in a lifetime magical kind of energy between the both of you of this love that if you both evolve and grow together, okay, it can actually be harmonious. You have to work on yourself. That's what people don't understand. The doubt of not being together, the doubt of, doubting each other's love, for each other. Love finds a way. Love finds a way. You work on yourself, love finds a way. It doesn't matter how impossible it looks like to the human eye, but if you two love each other, nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop it. And especially when it comes to twin flames, it is a union, okay, that God, okay, the angels and everything else, the universe is trying to get you two together. So anything that stands in its way will be removed. It will and it shall be removed. So be it. So be it. So be it. The key thing is about loving who you are. Divine Feminine wants Divine Masculine to love himself. She sees him as the hottest thing on this earth, okay? Not even Jensen Ackles can even compete. Oh my God. I love Jensen Ackles. He's a hottie. He's so hot. Okay, so not even that can compete to the Divine Masculine. I'm just saying. And so him loving himself and getting over that. Even mother-in-laws, everybody gets out of the way. Okay, so actions speak louder than words. So Divine Feminine wants actions. We want actions, please. And to be who you are. Just to be who you are. Just. So the thing is that I think that Divine Masculine has had to pretend to be somebody else in front of other people. And then maybe not other people not even accepting him fully. Not accepting the divine. It's just he has to pretend to be something, and he's not that. And he actually has to, understand that Divine Feminine can see right through him, and he can be himself, and she's gonna think, oh my God, that joke he did is amazing. Or that thing that he just did right now was amazing. He must probably just made a ham and cheese toast, but the way he did the ham and cheese toast was the best way. Nobody else could do it. It was the best ham and cheese toast that, Divine Feminine ever had in her entire life. I'm just saying, she called him a chef just for that ham and cheese toast. So the thing is that, having to see this, be his authentic self, he's putting all these conditions on himself. That's how I'm saying it. Divine Feminine just wants a bit of romance, from him, wants to be with him, wants to be together with him. And he's trying to look at her own inner strength. So this is a time that you guys have to really concentrate on yourself and get into your inner strength. I'm going to leave everyone with this, trying to fantasize a little bit more. I want you to fantasize a little bit more. I want you to think a little bit more about how you want things to be. Or Divine Masculines, have to, also put your energy into calling, making a move, or doing something. When Spirit tells you, just do it. The Spirit will show you when to actually do it. I feel like a lot of divine masculines are procrastinating way too long. Way too long, past the date due. The date is gone. It's like seriously, it's just gone. If you're seeing signs, you know, that, you know, for divine feminine wants you to call, then just do it. Yeah, see, everybody's doing that because the way that Spirit's saying this is new love. It's just new love, you know, happening here. I'm going to leave everybody with this, and thank you so much, everybody, for joining in and all the comments. I loved all the comments. I do personal readings. Contact the Spiritual Events Directory. So on this page, on Spiritual Events Directory page on Facebook, contact Sarah and you can make a booking with me. I'm going to be also in Brisbane. So anyone that's out there that's from Brisbane, I'm going to be doing readings face-to-face in Brisbane. So I'll be there on the 2nd of June. So I'll be doing there, going there in 2nd of June. Workshops coming up, so just keep an eye out for that. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Like I said, personal readings, contact Spiritual Events Directory. Sarah, she'll, book you in, and we'll set a date and time, and we can FaceTime each other through Messenger, and I can see you just like this, and I can just do readings and look more into what's happening. I'm also a spiritual teacher and a healer, so we can find what we need to do to shift it and to help you get closer to what you actually are wishing for, for union to start to happen. And remember, just fantasize a lot about talking to them, talk to their higher self, connect with them, and so much blessing. I hope the reading resonated with everyone, and have a really good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye.